That's true. T.O. with a big 2. Meth is very insecure.
I agree.
He's projecting.
Oh my God.
Whoa,
Time's up.
whoa. No. I'm streaming to my people too. Right now, there's a bunch of people on the other side that looks just like me watching these men saying the N word out of nowhere. Apologize, sir. Apologize.
Yeah, I can
No.
understand.
You don't apologize?
No.
Okay.
I will say it is a no word on this channel.
Actually, I will talk about that. Okay. I don't think it's right to. I mean, I think it is wrong to use the N word, and I shouldn't have done it.
Was Fatty recently on Sarah's podcast? Is that the same?
Yes,
Fatty?
I actually caught the end of that podcast because the N word was said. I don't know if you saw that.
Was it?
Yeah. Okay. So so Fatty was live on his end, and I clicked it really quick. I was in the kitchen. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, and right away Fatty cut off the feed, and he made it sound like somebody said the N word. I was like, what the fuck? So I went to Sarah's channel, rewind it, and there was they're all like liberal debaters, but one guy made kind of like a comment saying to
Was
one
it
of
a green
commenters,
Yeah,
like
glasses.
the background was green. Yes, that guy.
Yeah, that's Smith. I know who he is.
Okay, but yeah, so he said, what did he say? That nigga is
Well, I don't know.
dope or some shit. I don't know what he said.
I don't know.
But-
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, he said something along those lines. Fatty was like, hey man, apologize. He said he didn't want to. Fatty left, but then that guy was saying to that if he offended anybody within the audience that he apologized later, right? Like within like a minute, and then he left. So I could tell that he kind of felt like, oh man, people are gonna scold me and shit, and he got scared and just left and
He'll be
apologized.
fine. He
Yeah,
said much
he's
worse
fine.
things. He said
I'm
much
sure.
worse things. No, he said much worse things.
I'm sure. Funny thing is, Alex, I found that little clip kind of interesting because Fatty had me on one of his panels about race. It was a race debate, and I'll ask you this question.
Sure,
since
go
we're
ahead.
There. So Fatty asked me and the panel, is it okay to say the N word if you're not black? Right. That was the question. So my answer was, and all the black people on the panel said, no, it's not okay. I said that anybody can say whatever word, and that's that, right? So I ended up debating the woman that was on there, and she basically said, yeah, if you say the N word and you're white or whatever color and you're around black people, they have the right to beat you up. That was her perspective. And I said, no, this is fucking a stupid ideology. I debated with her on that. What's your take there, Alex?
Personally, I don't say the word. I don't like it personally. Even when you hear some hip hop songs, I even skip that word usually. So
She said that too, that her white friends will skip the
I
word.
do. I just personally do it. The thing is, at the same time, I also don't use the R slur either. So that's just my personal preference, though.
You mean retarded?
Yes, I don't say that. So, but what's it called? Like if I'm
Are you
using,
are you afraid that you'll get beat up by retarded people if you say
no,
retarded?
of course not. I personally don't say it. I just personally
Yeah.
don't say it though. But it's the same. Here's the thing. I feel like if I was explaining historical context, like dropping the hard ER, for historical context, I think that would be kind of important because that is, I would have to let people know. Listen, I'm going to say something you're not going to like, okay? But it's not because it's just it's being aware, right? But personally, no, I don't think so. I don't think people should be saying it, but I can't stop people from saying it though. That's the thing. So,
Right. Would you say a white man deserves to get his ass kicked if he says the N word while singing a rap song in front of black people?
no, not while singing it. But if you're actually going into a group of black people and dropping the hard ER and not expecting any recourse, you're just a fucking idiot.
But what if he's like, "What's up, my nigga," to the black people, and he's just like
Are
chilling?
they friends?
Let's say they're not friends.
He's probably gonna get his ass beat.
No. Do you think he deserves to get his ass kicked?
Probably not. No, I don't
Okay,
think he
that's my
deserves-
point.
I don't think he
I don't think
deserves
so
it.
either.
But it's kind of like those guys that do pranks in the hood gone wrong. Honestly, I think those guys
Dude,
deserve it. Those guys are
but-
looking for trouble.
No, but at the same time, even with those pranks in the hood content, it's so hilarious. But it really shows. But it really shows. One of my points there during that debate is it shows how, and I'll use this word, black people are really fucking sensitive. I'll just say they're fucking sensitive when it comes to the N word, right? To the point where they don't even want people singing along to a song to it. It's crazy. Yet they fucking say the N word all day, every day, right? This is their, it's literally in their
Take it out
normal
of their
language.
song.
Yeah,
Problem
exactly.
solved.
So they don't do the lead by example. They don't do any of that. They just say, if you say it, you're going to get your ass kicked. That's my problem with that. And by the way, I remember having this discussion with Glenn Lawrence when I first started streaming. Glenn was like, freedom of speech, but you're not freedom of consequences, right?
Yeah.
But I can make that argument with any word. If I call anybody an asshole, they can beat me up. I'm like, oh, well, freedom of consequences, right?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, if they attack me, I can get my weapon out and blast them to hell. So there's consequences back by attacking people as well.
Yeah,
so that has nothing to do with freedom of speech. It's just on my point is black people are too sensitive when it comes to that word. They do need to get over it. It's just a word. I am so surprised that they allow this one word to make them into lunatics to where they're willing to beat up people and hurt people that way. In fact, it's not even about the word. If you replace the N-word with, like, let's say, porch monkey, they will still beat you up. Doesn't matter. You can replace the N-word with anything on that has to do with them being black, and they'll fucking go after you. So it's not even really about the word. It's just more that they're sensitive. They're sensitive to slurs. Not even close to the same degree as white people, Hispanics, Asians, etc.
Oh, man.
Indians.
Don't get me wrong.
Jake,
White people are
Jake,
pretty
Jake.
sensitive, man. White people are
Hey,
fucking
Jake.
hella sensitive at that.
Yeah, but if
give
they
it
called
to-
you a cracker, you wouldn't. What's
I
up?
would laugh actually. So
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, I was about to say, like, Jake, do you get mad if people call you wetback, spick?
Yeah,
Wow.
Well, I don't get mad. I just cry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Speaking of that, guys, I'm sorry. Continue the conversation. I'm going to open up the panel for you guys right now. But go ahead, OJ, finish the thing. I'm going to open up the panel. Anybody that wants to come in, you're free to come in. I forgot that I was opening up the panel. I'm sorry, guys. Nobody
Sorry.
fucking reminded me.
yeah.
But because we were having a
got a little
good
heated.
debate.
We
Yeah,
got a
we're
little
having a
heated.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, it's all good though. I mean, you know, I'll always come back, man. Even if we get angry at each other, I'll always come back. You know.
For sure, even though
Yeah.
you support murdering people. No, I'm kidding.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But OJ, go ahead with your thought there, man.
No, I was just saying that, I don't think any, like, going backing off of your point there, like, hey, if they call any of us, like, any of those slang, whatever, or derogatory, whatever that fucking word is,
Yeah.
like, no, we don't even give a fuck. But yeah, even here in like where I'm at here in Houston, it's like, oh, you can't say any of that shit without somebody getting offended. But you hear them having conversation all the time, even them saying, like, referencing all the men with the N word and then all the women as bitches. They do that shit all the fucking time.
Well, the thing is, like some people are like really like, for example, here's a context, right? What are y'all thoughts about burning the American flag, right?
Burning the American flag?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't like it. I don't think you should do it.
I don't like
Yeah.
it either, but it's
Yeah.
part of free speech though. But the thing
Yeah, you
is
could do
though,
it.
somebody could take exception to that 100%, and I totally get it. I get that, like, why people would be upset about that. I totally fucking get it. Like,
Yeah.
but the reason my whole point is like, you can't control like how some people might feel about something. And listen, if somebody says, "Hey man, could you please not do that?" and you just choose not to respect those
Yeah,
boundaries,
then you're just
yeah.
respecting. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
So-
don't do that, or I'll whoop your ass. Be like,
Yeah.
all right, fine, or
Yeah.
etc. If you want to get into a fight, right?
Yeah.
But that again, you could do that with any word, asshole.
Of course.
Dude. I recently got into a bar fight, bro.
Yeah.
So and I didn't even use any slurs, bro. So the thing is, you can fight
started
for
it?
anything.
Who started
He
it?
started it. He
Yeah,
threw the
the
first
other guy
punch.
started. Yeah.
Well, why didn't
Yeah.
you just take the knee, Jake? Why didn't you just take the knee, man? Just take that ass whooping. It's okay. Less people got hurt.
Instead, I just
just
knocked him
fucking
out
with
in
you,
one
man.
hit, bro. I just knocked him out.
I'm just fucking with you, dude. I'm just fucking with you. That's all. So
Yeah, for sure, bro. But no, yeah, my point is though is that like natural conflict happens, right? Regardless of the word, right? Whether it's the N word, asshole, etc. And I get it. Black people are like, well, there's history to it. That was like a long time ago. But then you guys are the ones that use it in your music. You guys use it in your normal slang, etc. Right? I don't think that one word, or again, you can replace the word with porch monkey, right? Or any other type of thing, and they'll still get upset. And we've seen this countless times with videos. So my point is that I think black men need to be, especially black men, need to be more stoic and less feeling oriented. And I get it; they're raised by their mamas, so their mamas embed a lot of that sensitivity into them. But they need to kind of overcome that. That's my point there.